So, hey, you people, hey, the suffering is just about to begin. You know, what did Yahushua say? The beginning of sorrows.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time that we in, man. Matter of fact, grab that, Baba Shah. We already got it. You got it, bro.
Yep. This is St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Yeah, because they wanted to know, because they knew the end of the world meant that Israel would come to power. That's why when he was being gathered into the fathership, the disciples said, well, God, this time restore the kingdom to Israel, because they knew in the end that Israel would come into power. So that's why they was asking, what shall be the sign?
Verse 4, Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many.
Yeah, recently, you had the Igbo Noah dude. You're gonna have more. You're gonna have more of these guys popping up claiming to be the Lord or claiming to be, the mediator to the Most High, just a bunch of bug outs. And they're gonna deceive people. You gotta go.
Yep. Verse 6, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've been hearing of wars and rumors of wars for years. But now we're officially in the war of Armageddon, man. And it's not gonna stop. How's it going?
Let's see it, guys.
Let's see it. It's not gonna stop. It's only gonna escalate even more, man. And I was listening to a video where Pepe Escobar was giving his analysis on what's going on. And he was saying, China and Russia, we already know what they're doing behind the scenes. They're giving Iran intelligence, it came out Russia is supplying Iran with drones and different weapons. And, they're watching America collapse on its own, man. And China just, they got put in a position to where they thinking they gonna be the next superpower. Because in order to buy oil in the Strait of Hormuz now, you gotta pay a tax and you gotta pay it in the petro yuan. Mm-hmm. So Babylon ain't liking that. They see Trump said a few months ago, remember? He said losing the dollar as the world reserve is worse than losing the world war. He actually said that, man. So war is inevitable at this point. They ganging up on Iran, but ultimately they know that Russia and China is going to get involved. Mm-hmm. It's already a world war at this point because you already got the UAE involved, Saudi Arabia is involved, because all of the U.S. military bases have been destroyed over there. So now they're just using their land to do attacks on Iran. So we're already in the third war, man. You gotta go.
Verse 7, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, and that's what we're seeing. And the whole world is surprised at what Iran is doing because, as it says in Revelation the 13th chapter, who shall make war with the beast? Mm-hmm. You would be considered a fool to go to war with America. And they're not only at war with America, but they're at war with Israel as well, man, at the same time. And they're at war with the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, different neighboring regions, So what they're doing is fulfilling where it say, let the weak say we are strong. Mm-hmm. And now you got other nations, they're seeing what's going on, and they're like, damn, we didn't expect Iran to do this, especially at this short amount of time. In about 3 weeks, they destroyed all the U.S. military bases over there, and they got the Strait of Hormuz on lock. You gotta go.
Yep. It says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
That's what's coming. All right, famine is coming, man. Okay? Because as these prices continue to go up, people gonna say, fuck it. They gonna start stealing, man. It ain't gonna be panic buying, it's gonna be panic stealing. And then, out of nowhere, if Baba Gashai, you can hold Gashai's second Edra 6. Yep. 6 and 22, I think. Yeah. Because it ain't going to take long for famine to kick in. Because it's already going to be more expensive to move goods as gas continues to go up. But then eventually you're gonna have people doing what? They're gonna be watching for the trucks, and they're gonna be robbing them, man. They're gonna be robbing these trucks. Especially if you got Walmart logo on your trailer, man, they're gonna stop you, man. They gonna take your trailer, man. You're gonna have militia groups locking down grocery stores, taking over grocery stores and shit. You know, so it ain't gonna take long for famine to kick in. But it said famine, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. There's always earthquakes, man. Okay, and pestilence, you got new variants of the crown going on. You know, it's this brain eating, pestilence they saying is over here now. You know, we haven't heard nothing on that pestilence in India. I forget what that pestilence is called.
Yeah,
I haven't heard nothing on that recently.
That came from a bat or something like that.
I think that one did come from a bat too.
Yeah.
They said it's something called a silent virus or something too. They put too much into it. It's like something silent.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of shit. And then you got, I think it was Texas, where they got pamphlets where it's telling people what to do in a zombie apocalypse. You know? So hey, it's about to go down, man. You know, you just had blackouts. You know, you had in Texas, an oil refinery got hit, egg distribution plant got hit. You know, so it's a lot going on, man. You gotta.
Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yeah, this is just the beginning, man. You got people panicking that gas, man, gas ain't gonna stop. It's gonna hit $5 a gallon, $7 a gallon, $10 a gallon. Then it's gonna be like, well, you can only have a certain amount. You can only have a certain amount of gallons. Then you're gonna have certain gas stations like they did during that hurricane where they was turning off the pumps. You know? They're gonna turn them shits off, man. And guess what that's gonna cause? People to somehow hack into that shit and take it. You know, I've seen videos, people know how to somehow hack into a pump and get gas from it, man.
Yeah, I saw somebody do that.
You know, so people gonna be doing that, man. But like Yahweh Shai said, this is the beginning of sorrows, man. You know, hey, the Lord is in the warm up. You know, before the basketball game, you know, they shooting around, you know what I mean, getting ready before the tip off. That's what the Lord is doing, man. We in the warm up right now. All right, that was it on that though, right? Whole Ezekiel 21, we'll speak about the swords being sharpened. But you got that, Yeshua.
This is 2nd Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Yeah, so the full storehouse is going to suddenly be found empty, man. That's going to lead to famine. And, you know, people going to resort to cannibalism because people aren't used to going a day without eating. You know, people are so used to fast food, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you know, because a lot of people don't cook. So when all these businesses get shut down and you can't get the 4 for $4, you know, you can't get the 2 for $3, whatever they got going on, 2 for $4. You know what I mean?
Whatever that shit called.
The Pig 3,
The large Mac, whatever that shit called.
yeah. When all that shit gone, man, people gonna first thing people gonna do is throw the family pet on the grill.
Yup.
You know, throw that cat on the grill.
Throw Sparky on the grill.
You know, throw the dog on the grill.
Yeah.
You know,
After that,
people gonna be out here eating skunks and shit, eating. Man, man. You know, it's gonna get bad. You know.
Oh, like in the book of Eli, that nigga he shot that cat, ate it.
Man.
At the beginning of it, he had to survive.
Oh yeah, it's cattle.
yeah, cattle.
In Colombia, it's a dude, he on TikTok, whatever. He cooks everything from raccoons, snakes.
Oh, he from Colombia. Yeah, oh, you did say
and then he cook everything.
He cooked every fucking thing.
Yeah, hey,
Look at him.
you gonna have humans on that motherfucker.
Oh
Man.
yeah. We call it baptizing the chicken.
Man, putting A1 sauce on it. You know? Yeah, man, it's gonna get real bad and brutal out here, man. You know, the Lord ain't playing, man. The Lord about to lock this bitch down, and it's looking like, Lord willing, you know, after the Passover, man, which it's a lot of reports that something big can happen this weekend. Because they, you know, they getting ready for a ground invasion. And they're talking about pretty much the final blow to Iran, where they want to, I was listening to Colonel Douglas McGregor, where they would have bombed them for like 72 hours straight. But that ain't going to end nothing, though. You know, and if it gets to the point where there's about to be a regime collapse, we already know Russia and China going to get in militarily. Because Russia came out, Pepe Escobar earlier, and you know, Russia already been said, like, pretty much just say the word. You know, just say the word and we going to come through. You know, which, once again, they've already been helping, you know, with intelligence and, you know what I mean? So, hey, we're already in World War III. You know, but you gotta go. Was it some water?
Nah.
Might not be no more. Yeah, grab that.
All right, the second Esdras, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Yeah, you can't be proud when you hungry. You know, when you hungry, hey, all that pride, all that. Hey, because that's what's gonna happen, man. People gonna get in survival mode, and that's why we already know what the women gonna be on, you know. But hey, they about to, like on videos I was sending in the chat in Ukraine, man, how they grabbing them up, throwing them in the van. It's like 5-6 soldiers grabbing the dude, yanking them out the house, and they gonna do that here, man. Cause it's gonna be a draft. They already getting it ready, man. They done already raised the age. They done already threw out the marijuana. You know what I mean? So they already making concessions because they know that it's gonna be a slaughterhouse, man. The first round of soldiers they go over there, man, they gonna get destroyed, man. So they gonna have to implement that draft.
Yep. I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw an article where Rand said they have 1 million soldiers.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
So
yeah,
it's a death trap.
Because what Iran said they gonna do, they said if Babylon does a ground invasion, what they're gonna do, they said they're gonna do a ground invasion into the UAE and Bahrain. Yeah, they said they're gonna change the shape of the Middle East. You know, because they're in direct war with them, so they let them know, like, man, hey.
America. Yeah,
America is moving defense systems from them Saudis and, you know, from South Korea, and now they're talking about moving them. Now they're talking about moving them away from Japan and somewhere else to over there to Israel. You know, because Colonel Douglas McGregor said 8 out of 10 missiles from Iran is hitting Israel. They're not able to shoot their missiles down. You know, so they getting fucked up over there, man.
This would be perfect for China to take Taiwan. They could, because America's
they about to.
America's
they
occupied.
About to.
Yeah.
They're about to. But I see they're gonna wait a little longer. They're gonna wait until the ground war start or America is in this final blow attack.
Ready.
Yeah, they about to take that shit.
Listen, they gonna take it swiftly too. America probably not gonna be able to do much because you see how Trump is already begging NATO to jump in. And they won't budge.
Yeah.
You know? Because you the strongest. If you can't handle it, what the fuck is they gonna do? Like, help. They can help.
Japan ain't want to help them with the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
Trump just said, he was like, yeah, we gonna remember that. So there's great division in NATO, man. We see the lineup for them hating the war, man. You know?
Remember that.
But yeah, so I see them taking it. China gonna take that shit, man. You know?
That's what all.
And it's gonna be like mine as well, because they already gonna be at war with America.
Oh, I caught it. Hey.
So it's gonna be like shit. We might as well take that shit. We already at war.
They got cat light replays.
Yeah, that was.
Hey.
Oh yeah. They got cat light replays. Y'all go ahead.
That mother had them.
Huh?
The wind did it.
Yeah.
Mother did the Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I was with that motherfucker too. Come here.
So yeah, you can read that one more time.
All right, the second Esdras, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them, and in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Because
That's
they
the
have
power
walked
right there, yo.
in great pride.
Yeah, so the Lord, hey, he about to shut this bitch
no, it's good, bro. Yeah, appreciate it.
Matter of fact,
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm good.
jump back to that Matthew 24 and verse 13. You know, because it's gonna get so bad out here that people gonna only care about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I also. You know, and it's coming to pass. You know, we no longer have to say, you know, World War III is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Right.
It's here. It's here. We're in World War III.
Trying to call your phone.
It's only a matter of time before you know, if the digital blockchain system gets fully implemented.
Mm-hmm.
Because Trump, what he did was, you know how this guy he try to save the markets and shit. So he'll say and do shit to give them time to do something on the weekend. That's what a lot of these analysts are saying.
The market closed. They lost $2 trillion this week on the market. So, and it makes sense that they would do something this weekend because the markets are closed. And then they'll open that shit up Monday, and that shit will change some more. I'm gonna get verse 12. This is St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound,
Yeah, that's what I'm
the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, so it's gonna get real bad out here, man. To where,
Man.
oh wow, it's gonna get real bad to where ain't nobody gonna be wanting to help. Ain't nobody gonna be wanting to help, man. Everybody gonna be going through it. See, now people can cry, mainly women, can cry on the internet, and start up a GoFundMe, and people will send money. But in these times, everybody gonna go through it. So you ain't gonna be able to just, you know, complain about what you going through and vent, because they gonna be going through it too. You know, everybody about to feel the effects of this, man, and that's beautiful. Because these people gonna be proud as long as they're not feeling the effects.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't happening to me. It ain't bothering my life. That's over there, and that's on the other side of the world. These people got to be their lives got to be directly affected for their pride to be shattered. You know, because best believe in that day, it ain't gonna matter. You know, clout. What they call it? Clout. Status.
Yeah.
You know, how much money you got, what kind of car you drive, what you look like, you got the fresh lineup, you know, if you got dread. None of that is gonna matter, man. All that's gonna matter is who is the Lord dealing with.
Yep.
That's the only thing that's gonna matter, man. Who is the Lord dealing with? Because if the Lord ain't dealing with you, you're gonna be out here through. You know? What you got it, bro? Yeah, get that next verse. Then we're gonna jump to that Ezekiel.
Verse 13. And it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah, because that's what it's about, man. Enduring it to the end, because, hey, the real test is about to begin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, brothers been going through shit, but, you know, the real test is just beginning, man.
Yep.
Ultimately, the hour of temptation when the MOTB is mandatory.
Yep.
You know, but spiritual power is coming soon, man. Sooner than we think. Lord willing, we see it this year, man. You know, and this is spirit because we were speaking about it last night, but I was listening to Elder damn, I don't forget his name, man. The elder in the LA camp, Barak. Yeah, Elder Barak. I was listening to his video on the way down here, and he had brought it out. You know, spiritual power. So, hey man, we in beautiful times to be in this truth. We in terrible times if you invested in this world, man.
For real.
You about to lose everything. You got it, bro.
You want some more?
Let's get that Ezekiel. Oh, you got one more?
Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached throughout all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Yeah, so the word that went out, man, via the internet. You know, this word you can watch the videos anywhere on the planet, man. All right, and they're openly calling this war Armageddon. They're openly saying it's going to bring the return of the Lord. You know, they're openly saying these things, which shows you that the Lord is in control of the king's heart, man, as the scriptures say. You know, he's forcing it to happen because it's like we were saying in the chat last night, like if you were to look at this thing carnally, it wouldn't make sense. It's like, why are they doing this? why would you why would you start a war with Iran knowing the consequences? And they didn't even fully think it through because the Lord is making it happen. You know, the Most High, the scriptures say his word shall not return unto him void, man. Because Trump got proud a few months ago. He was like, yeah, they've been saying, he was talking about the prophets. He was like, they've been saying for years World War III will start in the Middle East. I stopped it. I stopped it. Now look at you. You know, you see this guy, he looked through as hell. He's stuttering. He's making excuses and shit. Lying. You know, then I'm looking at that conference with the farmers and shit. I'm like, man, these people are lost. These people gone. And those clearly had to been paid actors, man. They going up there, they speaking good of Trump. They ain't mention nothing about what's going on about the war, nothing. Making it seem like farmers are prospering. Yep. You know, just pushing a lie to the people, man.
Farmers through, they going through it, man.
Yeah. Because Bill Gates, he been spraying that shit in the air to where people can't really grow their crops like that. Mm-hmm. And then in Strait of Hormuz, not only are they relying on oil coming out of there, but it's a lot of fertilizer that they say come out of there that's needed. You know? So that Trump, they're gonna keep lying to you people until the truth is in reality, until the truth is slapping you in the face, man. Yeah. They gonna keep lying to you people. Just like Yawasat shared it in the chat, Rome did the same thing, man. They was lying to the people, you know, the Egyptians. Elder Yashawaka went into that. They were lying, you know. So that's what Esau's doing, man. He's telling you, yeah, everything's great, the economy's better than ever. You know, telling you all these things. Here it is, we in World War III. You know, and you got it though, bro. Let's jump to that. Oh, that was it, Matthew. Let's get. Would you hold something, Shane?
No, go ahead. Yeah, I got some. Joel 3:9. Was you gonna bring this up? Or did you already bring it up?
No, we didn't bring that up. We was about to bring this up, but you got it.
Okay, Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yep. I think you quoted that earlier.
Yep. Yeah, because Iran, hey, they going to war with a nuclear power, man. With two nuclear powers. Mm-hmm. America and them tiny tots, man. They both possess nukes. Yep. You know, they at war with them. They at war with pretty much the whole so-called Middle East region. You know, on their own. You know, they is getting support from Russia and China, but you know, they handling shit, bro. Yep. They handling business. You know? Yeah. And once because I do believe, you know, Babylon is gonna put that spank on them. Because they are, you know, Israel is taking out, still assassinating top leaders in Iran. You know? So they gonna put that spank on them to the point where Russia and China just gonna get in. I believe at that point China already gonna seize Taiwan. Because it's gonna be like, well, we already at war with them, let's just take this shit. You know? So that's the time we in. The Lord is stirring up war in the earth, man. You people, you want people to stay as it's going. You know, you people want this world to keep going, man. To hell with this fucking place, man. You know, I'm tired of this shit, man. Every time you scroll the internet, you seeing folly. You see the woman doing is showing her body, shaking her ass. There's always tens of thousands of likes, millions of likes. Niggas heart emojis on, like, when do you niggas stop doing that shit? You know, heart emojis on on the comments.
That's why they got that stank ass attitude like they do now, like this shit don't stay, man.
Bro, every bitch is the same, bro. They all proud, they all got an ego, they all think they better than you. They all look down on you. That's why they'll look at you dead in your fucking eyes, man. These women ain't shamefaced at all, man. But that's why this is a beautiful time, because it's going to put men back in their authority position. Mainly the Israelite men. All right, because the scriptures say the mighty man shall cry bitterly. These everyday guys out here, man, they're going to be like women. You know, I don't give a fuck how street a nigga think he is.
I gotta upgrade my
That
tripod.
nigga
I
gonna
started
be like
by
a
one
woman,
man at
man.
that time.
You know, a nigga like Dirt, that nigga gonna be a bitch in that day, man.
Dirt.
But you gotta,
jail, ain't
you know what I'm saying, a nigga like him.
Oh.
You know? Yeah, Pookie Berry. You know?
Yeah.
Magnificent Berry.
Yeah.
You got it though, bro. Oh, what was we at? Oh, was there some more in it? Or was that it?
Yeah. This is more. Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
Yeah, and that's what the Lord is doing.
Yep.
He's getting the world in the spirit of war.
Mm-hmm.
And he's waking up the bear, man. Like it say in Ezekiel 38, he will put hooks into their jaws. Because Russia, hey man, we about to see a whole nother version of Russia, bro. We about to see that Soviet Union spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Stalin spirit come back into them Russians, man.
The reason why the NATO and the EU was created.
Yeah, because Putin been too damn diplomatic, but you know, they back getting pushed against the wall, so that bear about to rise up, man.
Yeah, the Lord gonna flip that switch.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever is gonna be.
And they ain't gonna hold back, man. This gonna be a quick war, you know. It ain't gonna be that long, you know. It ain't gonna be long.
Them keys.
Cause them tiny tops already itching to shoot a nuke.
Yeah.
They want a nuke Iran.
For real.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I believe they the ones gonna set it off. They just gonna shoot them bitches. And then when they do, like I say, there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. You know, it describes it, you know, how it's gonna, you know, mountains, everything gonna fall and shit like that. That's nuclear destruction, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna, and like what China said, they ain't gonna allow a second strike. So once the first nuke go off, it's all
I'm seeing a trend on TikTok. People saying like, "Damn, why I want to wait till it's my turn to be an adult for the world to end?" Because it's that last generation, man.
Yep.
They don't understand, but we understand through the Spirit. The Lord said that this generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled.
Yep.
So these are these same, northern and southern kingdom, or mainly of the southern kingdom, that was around the Lord, that was saying, crucify him, let his blood be upon us and our children. So these are those children coming back. You coming back in your life.
Yep.
They gotta feel that fire, man.
Oh yeah. See, the Lord, he gotta, like you say, he gotta sacrifice in Basra.
Yeah.
In a sacrifice, you gotta have, you gotta have a sacrifice. So a lot of you people gonna be that sacrifice, man, and that fire.
Yeah, if America's the altar, they the sacrifice.
Yeah, you gonna be the sacrifice, man, the burnt offering, man.
Yep.
And what the Most High would say, sweet Savior. So it's gonna be a sweet Savior for you people to be burnt up in that nuclear fire, man.
Yeah, cooking on the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hot dogs getting
I'm
crispy.
gonna do it tomorrow. I'm like,
Sweet Savior, yeah. That's what it's gonna be, man.
Like roasted flesh.
You know, and of course we know the MOTB is gonna be made mandatory before the nukes go off. But once they really push the chip, bro, we ain't gonna be here long. You know, it could be a matter of weeks. You know, because them tiny tops gonna say fuck it. They gonna shoot off nukes, man. And everybody gonna shoot their nukes at Israel and then launch them on America. Because they know America gonna hit them. Once them tiny tops do it, they know Babylon gonna shoot them. Yeah. So why not go ahead and take them out? Yeah. You know, let's go ahead and take them out before they get the chance.
I got some good
you got it. And that was still some more on that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You got it.
Isaiah 19:19. In that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the land. So like brothers going into, this is nothing but a big altar that's going to be burned to the Lord. And what sacrifice are you going to put up? Are you putting up bad sacrifice, or are you putting up the good sacrifice like we're doing right now? This is sweet Savior to the Lord's nose, but it's going to be sweet Savior to the Lord's nose when y'all ass burning down here.
Oh yeah.
As well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That sacrifice in the Bible.
Yep.
You know, the heaven shall depart as a scroll.
That's it.
You know, the Lord, hey, and there's people here, man. Your whole purpose of being here is to die in a second.
Meals of food.
That's your whole purpose. You know? So when they push that corral gun, you're gonna be the first in line.
Let me get two.
You gonna take 2, 3 of them.
Let me get two just in case one dies. Like, what? Nigga?
Just to make it to the nuclear fire, because it say the Lord knoweth how to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to the punished. So he's gonna keep a lot of people around just so they can die in their second death. You know. But you got it back in there, Joel.
Okay, come. This is back in Joel chapter 3 and verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat or Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about.
Yeah, so that's what the Lord is doing. He's gathering all these militaries over there in his favorite land. It say in Deuteronomy that his eyes is always upon that land from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's his favorite land. So he's gathering, because none of you heathens belong there, man. You know, yeah, what them tiny tots did, yeah, it was fucked up what they did what they did to the Palestinians, because in the Balfour Declaration, you know, they pretty much said that they would respect, you know, the Palestinians that was already there. But when you go further into it, they didn't really, because that's how Esau is. He'll make a agreement with you, but then it's like, well, we didn't define the borders of it was something I was looking at. I forget word for word what it was saying, but I was doing some research on it. And it was fucked up what Esau did. But none of y'all belong there, man.
For real.
You know, none of you heathens belong over there in that land. Y'all been over there prospering in that land, man.
Prospering like a man.
You know? So the Lord, he about to get all y'all out of there. Okay? And the first job we gonna have for you heathens is gonna be to bury the dead bodies.
I got something
to say that. You got it.
What you just said. Psalms 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Yeah.
So every treaty that this man has did, going back to Gad, you know, he's broken.
Yeah, the whole world is saying you cannot be diplomatic with Babylon. Look at what they did to Iran for the second time they did it.
Come on.
They was like, yeah, you know, they had 3 rounds of peace talks. They were talking about sending Marco Rubio over there. Then they just bombed. You know? So the whole world see that you can't trust. America has lost all its credibility in the earth, man.
Yeah.
This is clearly the end of this place, man.
The hammer of the earth.
You know, it's over. And you struggling with Iran, you thought it was gonna be another Venezuela. You know, yeah, we gonna quick regime change. We gonna set up shop, take that bitch over. No, man, because now you over there in Russia's, in China's hemisphere. So you were able to do that in Venezuela, because that's right in your backyard. But you're not doing it all the way over there, man. And look, you got this shit on lock.
And look at the failed regime changes that Esau already experienced. Vietnam, Afghanistan. I was over in Afghanistan. They got the ass handed to them. Yeah. Like, you know, I was in supply lawyer everywhere. I was left off like, I was getting like they were getting the ass handed to them. Yeah. And they got sent on package. No regime change. Yeah. Nothing happened. Just like with Vietnam, man.
Yep.
I got to do something back there.
Was it some more of that?
Yeah, it is.
On that Joel?
Yeah.
All right, he can get this piece up first.
Okay.
Yeah. Jump back.
This is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 10. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. So the Lord gave him look. He's in our land. He had the opportunity to do the right thing, and look what he's done. He didn't. You know. So hey, he won't behold the majesty of the Lord. The Lord said He's gonna war with him from generation to generation anyway. The Lord put him in that land, and he basically made himself mad to destroy him, man. You got to get him out of there.
As soon as they went into the land, they went to war with 5 Arab nations. You had the 5 Arab War. Or they went to war with Egypt, they went to war with Syria, I believe Lebanon, I forget the other 2.
It's not Libya.
Is that who?
It's not Libya.
I forget the other 2. I think that might be one. I forget.
They fucked Libya up.
But yeah, that, you know, as soon as they got over there, they went to war. So how was that the fulfillment? of the Israelites returning to the land. For when the scriptures don't say just Judah, you know, all the tribes, you know, is gonna be reunited when we go back into the land. Because you got everybody is Judah, then you got one Benjamin Netanyahu. Then you got one Naphtali, yeah, one like damn, what other tribes at? You know? What you got? Man, what the streets paying with gold at, man?
Yeah. Stones,
You know?
beautiful stones.
Why the world still at going to war?
Yeah, why is it still war? Why is it the whole world under their government, under their way of
Why
life?
there's still diseases,
You know?
sickness.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's
man?
happening?
You know,
happening?
where's King David?
Yeah.
You know?
Why are the people mourning?
Questions that need answers though.
And they can't answer them.
They can't.
They still
You know?
trying to make us convince us that we the people. Nigga, y'all convince y'all explain why y'all are. Because y'all match nothing with biblical prophecy
Right.
when it comes to the Lord's people being in the land.
Yeah, because the Lord said, wait ye upon me. The Lord is going to put his people in there. We're not going over there through military means, man. Through our own military means. We going in that land through the Most High, sending Yahweh Shai and the angels to free us. Then when we're changed into those new bodies, then we're going to come down and take the earth and possess it forever. As it say in Daniel the 7th chapter. Yeah, take it, man. Through violence. We ain't coming down, opening up no damn peace treaty with y'all, man. Going to some damn UN council. You know, going to some damn G7 summit. Nah, man. We coming down swinging swords, man. You know?
Hey, that's what they did. That's what they did. If you seen Black Panther 2, I forgot why they did it, but they ended up the mother ended up going to the UN meeting and basically checking everybody at UN meetings. You know, but that's how see. And here it is, Wakanda in that fictional world. They technically was the most powerful nation because Killmonger was trying to get up in there and spread and basically cause a revolt and overthrow the whole world. So they had the capability to do it, but T'Challa didn't want that to go
Yeah,
down.
he wanted to keep them in secret while his people still
So that's
suffering
Esau
around the
projecting
world.
how he would want us to deal with him. No, we're not dealing with you. No, violence.
And we were saying that in the chat last night. He projected too with like the X-Men. You know, in all these superhero movies, the heroes always working for the government. You know, they take orders from the government, and the government can at any time can hurt them, can lock them up. You know what I mean? Can put them in some shit where they can't use their powers. That's what Esau wants. But no, man, we gonna beat your ass and put you in captivity, man. We gonna put chains and like the scriptures say in Psalms. It say, matter of fact, grab that real quick in Psalms, bro. Psalms 149.
And also,
149 and 6.
Scriptures say that it'll make you a new threshing instrument having teeth.
Yep.
That's symbolic of having spiritual power.
Yep. The Lord gonna turn us up, man. We're gonna be violent, man.
Violent.
You got it though, bro.
You want to start at verse 6?
Yeah.
Psalm chapter 149 and verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people.
Start at verse 5.
Verse 5 it says, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds.
And the saints are the Israelites. You got it, bro.
Yep, verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand.
And that's literal, man. You know, we gonna praise our power, and brothers gonna have a sword in their hand, man. You know, whether you have a physical sword or you use a spiritual power and manifest a sword. You know, you got it, bro.
Yep. Verse 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
Yeah, so we ain't talking with you fucking English, man. Ain't nothing to talk about. You know? When Yahweh Shai used us to establish his kingdom, ain't gonna be no talking. Because it say in Jeremiah 51, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With thee will I break in pieces the nations. The Lord is going to use his elect men to establish the kingdom here on earth, man. Okay? You got it, bro.
Yep. Verse 8, it says, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written Dishonor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Yeah, that's literal, man. We're gonna put chains on you heathens, just like y'all did us, man.
Yep.
And brothers gonna make sure them chains is extra rusty too, sharp, rusty, heavy.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, cause the rust gonna make their skin break out and shit and burn and cut up.
Yeah, hit diseases and all
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loose enough to where they bothering and
We
shit.
gonna put your ass. We gonna chain you up, okay? And we gonna have fun with your daughters, man. You know. So, and you're gonna experience the curses. All right. So that's what's coming, man. The great payback, man.
Right.
All right. The throne of David will be established. Okay. But you gotta bring back in that Joel.
Yep. Back in Joel chapter 3, verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
You want to speak on that?
Yeah, I'll read it again. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And you know, when you go and link up harvest, that's basically the end of the world. And the reapers are what? The angels, like the scripture says. So basically, this is the end of the current world that, you know, Joel is seeing, and he's putting in words. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. And one scripture that comes to mind is, I shall stay in my raiment. You know what I'm saying? Fats overflowing, likening to the wine press. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how shot coming in, killing everything, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the elect just standing affrighted and praising the Lord and just looking down like, damn.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
down,
real
bro.
bloody,
Yeah.
man.
What?
Because we're gonna have the spirit of the Most High on us.
Yeah.
You know, the Most High is pissed, man. He gonna put that anger that he got for you Edomites in us, man. So we're gonna do things, man, we can't even fathom.
Yeah. He said the blood shall go up to the horse's bridle.
Man.
Just imagine filling the earth with blood, and it's, man, come on. That's crazy. So much blood. Oh, okay.
This is Ezekiel 35. I just want to get to the point, verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, so Esau, he don't hate blood, man. You know, that double Cristobal Colon, he bragged about not putting his sword down. You know? So that's how Esau is, man. You know, he's a bloody man. So since he ain't hate blood gonna pursue him, man. You know, and they're afraid of that.
Yeah.
You know, these Edomites, man, they're afraid at the thought of Jake getting vengeance.
He's so afraid of everything.
You know, it's over for them, bro. It's over. Like, the so-called white man, he's played out. He's played out. Like, the whole world knows he's nothing but a PDF. He's a alphabet cook. He's a cuck. You know, he likes women to rule over him. He likes women to be in positions of power. That's why they always make in these hero movies, it's always a woman beating up a man, beating up multiple dudes, women stronger than the superhero man. Esau gets off on that. Like, when you look at like Superman and Supergirl, right? I've seen animated movies where you got both of them in it. Superman getting his ass beat, but Supergirl is putting the beats on everybody else, while Superman getting beat the shit out of them. You know, or in these different shows like Family Guy. You know, Peter, he just dumb as hell, and Lois, she's supposed to have all the wits in the world. You know, that's how Esau, you know, he gets off on that, man. Uplifting the woman and debasing the man.
Yeah. You remember in fucking damn, what's the damn movie called? Will Smith.
I'm talking about
Yeah, you know
Hancock.
Hancock.
Oh,
I
yeah,
kept
yeah.
saying Hitch. That's the other movie. Hancock. They made the Edomite bitch more powerful than him.
Yep.
And when the longer they were together, the weaker he would become. and I remember when they found out, basically, like when they showed that she had powers too, like he bent the fork into her, and then he like smacked her with some shit, and then she threw his ass like across the house or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, like come on now.
That's Esau gets off
Come
on that
on
shit,
now,
man. And that's why he didn't push this whole, you know, his form of marriage. You know, you get on your knee, you bow down to the woman. You know, and best believe she done lost all respect for you. You do that shit, man. And will you marry me? You pretty much begging to take care of this bitch just for her to one day wake up and say, you know what, I want to be a hoe. I'm not happy. My coworker at work, he, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then your whole life go down the drain because the system gonna side with her, man. This society is set up to exalt the woman and destroy the. Mainly, it was to destroy the Israelite man, but it didn't affect his ass now. You got a lot of Edomites, they go through that shit. Wife left them, took the kids.
They got more to lose.
You know, a lot of them just kill themselves, man. So everything Esau done did to be a trap unto us, it done backfired and affected his woman. Now you got Edomite women, they dancing the sexy red and shit. You know, Esau is the new nigga. I'm seeing a lot of these fighting videos where Edomites fighting, they calling each other bitch ass niggas. They talking like niggas now. They say nigga more than Jake do. So Esau is the new nigga, man. That's some nigga, so like that's some nigga shit to say, yeah, we're gonna have peace talks and then just drop bombs on them. That's some nigga shit, you know.
I was saying about an article about that Edomite got killed. He twerking on top of the Jeep. Doing what Eve do, nigga got killed. He seeing what, you know, like bro said. This younger generation. That's why they say they shall see. Yeah, so they turning like niggas.
Yeah, they are.
The devils that of old, they seeing this shit in real time. They're like, man, if this place was to go on, this who they would lead their lineage to. This shit would fuck.
Man, Jake would take this bitch over. If this place was to keep going, Jake would take this bitch over, man. Eventually, there would be a Jake president if this place was to keep going. You know, because that's, hey, Esau, man, when you be out, they want to come up, be friends with you. You know, wanna, and they just assume that every Jake is a street nigga. I didn't hear Edomites come up to me, they talk about the hood and talking about all this shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Asking me what I had some Edomites ask me what a Zion.
Yeah, bro.
What a Zion, man.
They have to be all the time at work. I'm like, bro.
Talking like straight niggas. Esau's the new
like,
nigga.
bro, I don't even smoke, bro. Damn.
You know, they sad, they pants.
Yeah.
You know, all they listen to is rap, trap music. You know, like damn.
They didn't need it.
Esau through. What you got, bro? Was there some more?
Yes, a little bit more. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Yeah. So that day is near, man. We're in the war of Armageddon. The Lord is getting everything ready. But it ain't gonna be no peace, man. Because Babylon then gave a 15-point peace plan, and Iran rejected it. Iran gave their peace plan, and Babylon rejected it. You know, so this thing is not gonna die down. It's gonna keep escalating. All right, and it's gonna start affecting everybody here, man. You're gonna lose your job. You know, if you do still got your job, you ain't gonna make enough to buy groceries, and you know, summertime coming, man. You know, that electric bill gonna be stupid high. Stupid high. So it's just gonna make sense for Isaiah 4:1. It's just gonna make sense. You know? Let's split these bills down the line. And that's dumb as hell for women to say they don't want to go 50-50. Like, why wouldn't you want to have 50% off?
Come on.
You know?
Right.
You would rather pay for everything. You would rather pay for everything on your own to say you're independent than to go 50-50. That makes no fucking sense.
That shows how,
you know, that shows how dumb they are. You know? You know? Because when it get bad to the point where all these bitches living on the streets and shit, Bitch, you can, yeah.
Come on.
You gonna pay this bill.
Yeah.
You gonna pay that bill.
Yep.
You know, as long as you able to still work, bitch, go get a job, bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can stay here, you gonna get a job.
That could be the version of therefore we will provide, make our own clothes.
Yeah.
Provide. That could be the version.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
them provide, their money and come into our households and split.
Yeah, because it's going to be layers to it.
Yeah, it ain't
It's
just
gonna be
about
layers
making
to it.
clothes like.
Yeah.
Where the bitch gonna find some sew? The bitch don't know how to sew.
Because it is
How they gonna make clothes?
It is going to get to a point where it ain't going to be no jobs at all. And the scriptures say we ain't going to no longer stand upon him that smote us,
Right.
but trust on the Lord. So it is going to get to that point.
Yeah.
But before it get to that point, the scripture speaks about a day's pay for a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
So people going to have jobs,
Yeah.
even though a lot of jobs going to be taken. But people still gonna work, but they ain't gonna be able to afford to live on their own.
Yep.
So, all right, we can shackle up, but don't get your job, bitch. You gotta go.
Straight up.
You gotta go.
You on the first day smoking,
You know?
bitch.
Shit, you bitches wanted equality. Hell yeah.
We
You know,
will. We boost the
these
place.
bitches.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be useful. You can't just come and use the box.
Straight up.
Them days is over with. All you coming with is used box and a rebellious mouth. Them days is gone. And you're gonna get slapped up in that day.
Oh yeah, what the police call the police?
In that day, no disrespect will be tolerated.
Call the police.
Hey, during the lockdown, during the 2020 lockdown, they were saying CDB cases was skyrocketing. You know, because men were forced to be
You just
home
sitting
they
there with your
wouldn't.
bitch, yeah, bro.
You know, they putting the beats on them, man. Best believe in that time when it ain't no 911, none of that, man. You gonna get, and see, that's what kept women in order, bro.
Yeah.
Because I used to work with this old head, and he would tell me, in his day, he was like, you could beat your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
turn
know,
them, man.
that's what kept these bitches from committing adultery, from leaving the house.
Yep.
You know, kept their ass in line, man.
Yeah. And that's lawful too.
And some women be wanting that shit, man. That's why they'll push your button. Because some women actually get off on that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like it.
You know?
You put hands on your woman.
Now we ain't pushing to do that, you know,
Right,
brothers
right.
did. We ain't saying that. You know, that ain't the thing to do. I'm just saying when all hell breaks loose and it ain't no 911, it's gonna be going on. You know? Women gotta learn how to talk to a man.
Got to.
You know, they haven't been taught how to talk to a man. You know, they hella disrespectful, man. I was going in the grocery store the other day, man. Bitch didn't have the courtesy. Here it is, I'm in front of you. I'm first going through the door. This bitch was trying to knock my cart and try to force her way in before me. I just let her go, man. You know? No type of, these women will see you coming, some of them, they won't move out the way.
Yeah.
You know, just no respect or fear of man, bro. That's gotta be changed.
Excuse you, like you would go by it instead of excuse me, it's excuse you.
Yeah, just hella disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
They literally are careless, bro. They literally think that there's no consequences for none of their actions. That's why when all hell break loose, man, men gonna be going upside their head, man. You know, gonna slap their teeth out, bro. Some of these bitches, they gonna come up to you begging. Bitch ain't gonna have no teeth. Like, damn, what happened to you? What happened to you?
Did y'all peep the Elder Demasha Pot video about he was in Jacob's trouble and he was seeing this Northern Kingdom, like he a war vet, bro. So he said this dream shook him, but he walked up and he seen Issachar arguing with his woman, and then he said Issachar looked at him like with 1,000-yard stare. He said it shook the shit out of him in his dream. He said he walked off and y'all hear the screams and they had like a 6-inch knife and they was just tearing their ass up. Boom, boom, boom. He said he had to be bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that,
It's
bro.
gonna happen,
And then the
bro.
Lord gonna put his spirit on brothers to, not even, help them, and also, whoever's doing it, we're gonna see that 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, because the love of many gonna last cold.
Yep.
And it's gonna, why would I put my life in danger for this bitch?
Yeah, I don't know what y'all got
You know?
going. I don't know what she did.
Yeah, see, in this time, and right now, a woman is, no matter what, she's innocent.
That's right.
No matter what, if she's in trouble, men will come in. Not in that day.
Not
Not in that day, man, because you're going to have full
Straight up.
understanding that they
How
can
y'all
get
doing?
you killed.
All right, now.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You gonna have full understanding that can put your life in danger, man.
That's right. That's right.
Because see, a lot of men are dead and in prison because of women. A lot of men got toxic baby mothers. Baby mothers took their kids from them. You know, put them on child support. Just made their life hell, man. These men, they gonna get their payback in that day, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Shit, I had a dream similar to the elder's dream. I was in the city, and you know that dude from that first purge, the psycho nigga.
Yeah.
With the we had Schizo, whatever. Oh,
Skeletor.
Skeletor. Yeah, Skeletor was in my dream, and and he was chasing down a northern tribe woman. Skeletor saw me and saw her, and like basically she saw me, he saw me, and he wasn't worried about me. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like some time skipped in the dream, but she like the next frame was she was on her knees begging, like, take me with you, take me with you. So I decided to take her with me. And when I went back to listen, I went back to my cabin. Look, the cabin. Listen, I went back to my cabin. This was a dream.
Yeah.
And my ex was in the dream, and they was sitting beside each other in the fucking dream, and we was like in the cabin. I remember that. I mean, I ain't had no control over that, but that's what happened.
Yep. That was it on that, right?
Yeah, that was it on that Joel 3.
All right, let's get that Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
You know, the Lord, he's sharpening that sword, man. He got that sword, that spiritual sword on the spiritual blackstone, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on that spiritual sharpening wheel. You know, getting it ready, man. You know, because, hey, the scriptures don't say Esau gonna come with great wrath for no reason. This devil know his time is up. He ain't gonna go down without fighting, man. He like, fuck that. If I can just kill all the Israelites, then I'll win.
Gonna have a chance.
That's why it's gonna get so bad. The scriptures say Michael's gonna have to stand up. You know, it's gonna get bad out here.
Oh, gotta breathe. Y'all ain't.
Oh,
Just kidding. Weirdo, man.
Yeah, Esau.
It's weird, bro. Like, just why you had to say this?
Gotta breathe.
Esau.
It's weird, bro.
Through.
You could have just walked by.
I think I know what he means, though. When you get on like that, it means your brain doesn't have enough. It's like not getting enough oxygen. So that might be what
Man, what a loser.
What a dork.
He probably having thoughts. I would like to watch you fuck my wife.
That's what
You know how Esau is, man.
That's why they so quiet about the Epstein shit, because they all share that same mind.
Yeah.
They all got daughters and nieces that they desire to touch, if not haven't touched already.
Exactly.
So that's why they so quiet. And there's contention in the Edomite home because the Edomite women are like, wait a fucking minute, like nah, like these are the kids. They're thinking as women, but the Edomite men, you know,
Weird as shit. Weird ass nigga.
Awkward as fuck. Why? Just shut up. You ain't had to say nothing. Just keep walking. Man.
Weird.
Kicking his ass.
That's why Esau, man, he just gonna work.
yeah, the weird shaped head.
He just gonna work. Yeah, the big ass beer gut.
Yeah.
You know.
Pot belly pig.
He ain't gonna make it, man.
Nah, not even a second.
You know,
Not
he
even a
he might drop a few jakes, but then that gun gonna jam. Hey, like in that Kodak Black tunnel vision video, remember the tunnel vision video where the Jake, you had a Jake, right? You had an Edomite with a American flag, or did he have a Ripple flag shirt? He had a gun pointed at a Jake, but then the gun jammed, and then Jake ran in, took the gun from him, beat his ass. You know, that's gonna happen, man. You know.
That's good.
He's up like, fuck! You know?
He's not shit without his sword.
Oh, you gotta
Yep. Verse 10 again, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Yeah, we ain't in the time of mirth, man. That's all people want to do is just party.
That's not it.
Party and bullshit. People just want to have fun. People just want to turn up. You know? Hey, all them days about to be gone, man. Ain't nobody gonna have money to throw in the strip club.
You know, people gonna go in the strip club just to take money.
He's
You
happy,
know,
right?
grab this shit, slide it in their back pocket, stomp on it, have that shit under their shoe, you know, just so they can have enough money to buy something to eat, man.
Yeah. It's happening right now on a low level because of these strippers. They really ain't getting no money like that. Like I be seeing on YouTube, they be having testimonies about they be making $26 one night, $80. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't out unless you at Follies or somewhere like, where them, you know what I'm saying? But these regular strip clubs, they ain't even in there. And also, the Murph already gone. When you look at these people, they not enjoying themselves. It's like a form of escapism.
Yeah.
Let me just go out because I'm sad as hell. I'm
Because she's
depressed.
stressed out.
Let me just go out.
Stressed.
Yeah. Let me just go and eat something.
Yeah,
make myself feel better.
For clarity. Yeah.
That's Isaiah 24.
Yeah,
Should not drink wine with a strong.
Yep.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yep.
You know, so they're still drinking, but it's bitter to them.
It's bitter to them.
Yep. But for us, you know, where it used to be bitter, if bros had a strong, we're in celebration.
Yeah, we're in time to rejoice, man.
Celebration mode, baby.
We in rejoice mode, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what bro was saying, you know, just a real point before we jump back, you know, hey, people are more stressed than ever, man. You know? So these people want to have fun and get high and all that shit to escape they problems. But hey, you ain't gonna have none of that during these times. Man. You ain't gonna have no weed, you ain't gonna have no liquor, you ain't gonna have no beat,
no loud.
You know, people gonna have to face reality head on, bro.
Yeah.
People ain't ready for that. A lot of people, they're that's why they on drugs and shit, because they can't handle reality.
Exactly.
So when there's no escape from what's going on, people gonna lose it, man. You know,
like crazy.
People really gonna lose their mind, man.
Really.
And the P's, they gonna drop them prices, man. they gonna drop them tremendously, man. You know, I was talking to this goop bitch on the sugar daddy, right?
Yeah.
Everything going well and shit. So I was like, you know, what's a payment that you cool with? This bitch gonna tell me 1,000. I let that bitch on red. You know,
they just be testing the market.
you gotta see, bitch, you ain't worth $1,000, bitch. You know, hey, call all y'all.
1447 and 5, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Hour, man.
Yeah, baby.
Complete power to the 144,000.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Bitch gonna give it up for a bologna sandwich. For real, for a cup of instant ramen.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't ate in 2 days. Thank you. You know.
Bros gonna let her get her nourishment first. She gonna be feeble, man.
Yeah, right. She gonna need some energy, right? Yeah.
She needs some
She gonna need some energy.
Yeah.
My brother, you gonna have to be dealing with this.
It's gonna get that bad.
We gonna have a good.
Oh yeah, we gonna have the top of the line. We gonna have all the resources. We gonna be able to clean the bitch up.
Exactly.
See, these bitches gonna be hairy, dirty. You know, blood stains on them.
Yeah. We gonna have
hair all fucked up.
We gonna have soap.
Teeth all fucked up. Yeah, we
black
gonna
soap.
be able to clean the bitch.
Butter. Yeah.
You know, here, bitch, here's some clean. Bitch ain't seen clean water in weeks.
Yeah.
In months, you know.
My brother's house, the only one on the block that got clean water.
Put that bitch in clean water.
Oh yeah.
Clean her hair up.
Oh yeah.
Put her in some new clothing.
She don't know you for that.
Oh yeah. She gonna worship you.
Worship you.
She gonna worship you. She gonna put it in her mouth after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She gonna be willing to please. She gonna call you my Lord.
What dude said as soon as he said, I got enough money to make, she might let you put it in she might let you put it in her mouth.
Yeah.
This much money, she might let you put it in her mouth.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So hey, we're gonna see what real femininity is.
Yes, sir.
These women, they gonna have all power gonna be gone. Their only power is validation on the internet.
Come on.
These bitches miserable. That's why they post so much.
It's a robbery.
You know, a bitch will have, bro, I be seeing bitches, bro, they just so into they sub. They story is like 40, 50 stories long. I ain't about to watch all that shit.
Man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's just a whole bitch just recording everything she doing. You know, I just woke up. Hey, good morning, snap. Tired wiping the crust out of her eyes and shit. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do today, and bitch just yapping. And dudes be watching this shit, record, whacking off to it. You know, weird ass
people, bro. Like, how would you, man?
And them niggas gonna be the first ones to get sent overseas.
Yeah.
What you got it, bro?
Yep, verse 11. Verse 11, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Who's the slayer? Esau Edom. That's why King David said, what? Deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is going to have Esau. Esau is going to crash out. You know? This is about to be the biggest crash out in history because Esau knows his throne is at stake. He know that the Lord is about to knock him off the throne, man. So he going out with a fight. And that's what we want. Because it's going to be utter humiliation when Yahweh shall take you down, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be utter. It's not going to be a fight when they all try to fight against the Lord. It's just going to be utter. It's going to be a statement.
Yeah.
Okay, the Lord is flexing, man. That's why I say in 2nd Esdras 13, when they were all coming at him, he neither lifted up sword nor instrument of war.
Yep.
You know?
They were so afraid, but yet there's fight.
Yep.
The Lord going to put the spirit on them
Make
to
them fight.
because they're going to be
Damn.
so scared of man, come
Gonna
on,
be
man.
shitting in the cockpit.
Yeah. Nah,
You know?
come on.
What's not gonna make them fight?
He
Gotta
said,
make 'em
he
fight.
said, don't flinch, I'm gonna hit you twice.
Yeah.
Man, just to turn them. Hey, Edris said,
Check
I
it up.
looked and I seen there was nothing to perceive but dust and smoke. Bro, the whole it ain't, bro. When they get hit by the lasers, bro, we're not gonna see a wing fall to the ground.
Nah.
You know, we're not gonna see like the back of the jet.
Straight smoke.
It's just the
Straight
whole
dust.
thing gonna evaporate, bro.
It's all
The entire thing gonna
evisceration.
evaporate.
Hey, like the void, like I showed you, bro.
Yeah.
That's smoke, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
They ain't playing no games, bro. Gonna utterly melt that shit, man. And that's the Lord flexing, man.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be a fight. See, you nations, you gonna fight each other.
Yeah.
You know, NATO versus Russia, China. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna fight each other, but when the Lord comes, that's just utter humiliation. You know, because we was humiliated in front of the whole world, bro. So the Most High, he gonna humiliate Esau in front of the whole world, bro.
Yep.
You know? But that wasn't on that, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's get 2
It also depends on the time of year. So you just gotta let me know what time you're gonna be there. If you want
2nd
something,
Esdras chapter 15, verse 14 says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Yeah, destruction is coming, man. You know, see, people think just because they can come out here and dress up and walk up and down the street that everything is just okay,
Yeah.
man. Everything is just all right. You know, people off work for the weekend, so they about to turn up. About
But
to
a
get
damn
high.
weekend, 2-day weekend, you off, Jay.
You know,
Celebrate 2
a
days.
lot of adultery about to go on tonight, going on right now. Alphabet shit going on. Just, people just think everything is all good, man. Yeah, gas went up a little bit, but it'll go back down.
Yeah.
This didn't happen before. People just careless, man.
Debauchery.
And that's why, hey, we starting to see why the Lord said, I will laugh at your calamity.
Mm-hmm.
We know He gonna use us to do it.
Yep.
Because, a death and famine thou shalt laugh. And we see why on a low level, because look, these people still proud. So it's going to be funny to see these people, everybody you see is panicking and stressed out. Well, damn, female, come on.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do when shit
You
gets
saw,
hot?
you saw she walking like she's so man.
Yeah, faking that,
Yeah,
faking
making her bravado,
testosterone.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
faking masculinity.
Beat the shit out of her.
Man, you going to get grabbed and
Grabbed
raped.
up.
Yeah, I'm about to
And
Brutally
reminded
taken.
you of woman.
Brutally taken.
Even these dyke bitches, they going to get reminded they women.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Sure. A lot of them just gonna be like, hey, all right.
they just going to give in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they gonna turn the one in real. Hey, like
Yeah.
that big P.O.P. hold it
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Just broke down when she got in handcuffs.
Yep. Because
You
they
know?
still women. I don't care
Yeah.
how much testosterone supplement you take.
They break down when them handcuffs get put on. The first thing they do is cry.
Yep.
It happens every time,
Every
bro.
time.
You know?
Never fail.
But please, officer.
I'm a female.
You see the nigga
Then they
bitch,
Then they pull that card. I'm a female.
I'm a female.
Nah.
Don't.
Nah.
But then you got Eve. Don't touch me. Don't
Yeah.
touch me.
Eve,
I'm not
yeah.
going to jail. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
As soon as they get them handcuffs, what did I do? I didn't do nothing.
I was gonna sign the ticket.
I was going to sign it, sir. Sir, what did I do, sir? Sir, I did nothing
I tried to
wrong,
give you a
sir.
chance. I was gonna sign it.
Yeah, the cop, you spent 1,000 chances.
Yeah.
That's just the balance.
Yep.
You're gonna see that.
That's the balance.
You know,
That's
because
the balance.
Satan always working.
Always.
So you gonna,
That's definitely the balance, yeah.
yeah, that's the balance. You know, what you got, bro?
All right, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, destruction is coming upon you people, man. Okay, and see these low-level Edomites, they gonna crash out too. Some of them. You know, because these Edomites really ain't got the spirit of, they really ain't got it, bro. They ain't got that Civil War spirit, man. It's really going to take for their backs to be pushed against the wall. They got to see their kids crying because there's no food. It got to get to that point for Esau to just strap up and try to go into the White House, man. You know, it really got to get bad because these devils, they ain't got it, man. You know? Esau done got even their own men by the balls, man.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna do shit but scream in a microphone for a day or two, and then you don't hear from them no more. You know, they'll come out, protest a little bit, so-called protest, yelling and screaming and shit, hold that sign up, then you don't see them no more. You know, they ain't got it. They ain't got it.
Straight up.
Right? For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another,
Yeah.
with swords in their hands.
Yeah, so there is gonna be civil unrest,
Yeah,
but it's gonna have to get real bad for these Edomites to really turn up, you know. And then Jake gonna turn up, cause we know the scriptures say Judah shall be a terror in Egypt, man. We already know what's gonna happen with that. You know, Jake gonna just be going in these stores looting and taking shit. You know? You gotta go.
Alright, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yep, so it's gonna be sedition, man. It's gonna get to a point where these Edomites, they gonna have no choice but to try and fight for this bitch. You know? And Esau gonna easily mow them niggas down, man. Once they bring in these UN soldiers and, you know, they got the robots out here, man, you people gonna get in line. You're gonna take that Caragna, you're gonna have a 6:30 curfew, can't be out past 6:30. You know? And if you do go out, there's cameras everywhere, you're being watched and tracked, and what you spend your money on, everything's tracked. You know, all eyes on you, man. Like that double Klaus Schwab, and he meant that shit. You will have nothing and you will be happy. He meant that shit, man.
Yeah.
Cause they fully understand through all this chaos, once they offer you a little bit of comfort, you gonna comply. They gonna jump on that shit, bro. Just a little bit of comfort.
Just a little bit.
Cause that's all they gonna want is a little bit of comfort, man.
A little bit
know?
of normalcy.
Yeah.
A little sense of normalcy.
You know?
That shit ain't coming.
Now it's warming up, man. We about to see these bitches get more naked and naked.
Yes, sir.
Less clothes than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but Lord willing, it's gonna be a summer of a lot of graping, man. Lord willing, it go down. Hey, let them be out like that. These men, you already got. I forget what brother sent it in the chat, but this dude busted off on a bitch in the club.
Oh yeah, I saw it, man. I ain't looking, but I
in
saw
the club,
like,
bro.
the title. I was like, man,
Shot one off on her in the
man, because hey, man, you gotta look at like how it's set up, man. Over sexualized, man. Everybody watches porn.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like that shit really fucks your brain up and rewires your brain, bro. So he was in there thinking, oh,
yeah,
bro, because this shit fucked up.
Men are just so deprived, bro.
Yeah.
Men are, and a deprived man is
dangerous,
an animal, bro.
Dangerous, man.
Yeah, has a
You paid to go in the
deprived
club, right? You could have paid for
a deprived man has an animalistic mind, bro.
Something.
They like a beast, bro.
Yeah, for real.
But for you to shoot off on a bitch in the club, hey, like that
You gotta
one
be an animal, bro.
nigga in that Dollar General, he shot off on that bitch and then took off running.
I didn't see that.
Like,
yeah.
bro, he took off running. She was like, he made it on me. She chased him with the camera, you know? Like for you to be for a man to be doing shit like that, you got a beast mindset, bro. Like like, bro, like, it's videos of guys, they in the store, bro, they just whip it out, start whacking.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck is going
Like,
on, bro?
You got the mind of a beast doing
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah. But the thing is,
Like that nigga, what was his name? Designer. I mean,
Designer. He just got
nigga that made that panel song.
Designer, he was beating off on the
on the airplane.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
And the thing is, that also goes back to the over sexualization because you're not no more complacent with being in your house. Now you need another stimulus. Oh, let me go out in public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole science to that shit.
Yeah.
He saw behind it.
Constantly getting teased, bro.
Yeah.
It does that to these men. 'Cause, see, we got the hope of Isaiah 4:1 in the kingdom.
Yep.
And then in the meantime, brothers can go, buy it.
Go ahead.
You know,
go to a massage parlor, man.
But see, because the average guy, they ain't really got no hope, bro. They just they constantly getting left on red.
Yeah.
You know, bitches ain't opening
Especially
their DMs.
nowadays, dog. It's bad.
They constantly getting rejected. So, and then they feel like they don't want to buy it. So, the average man is just like, damn, I ain't gonna never have a woman.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna never get none. And that's why adultery is at an all-time high, because it's easier to get a woman that has a man already than to get a woman that's single, so-called single.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They're all in the situation. They're all in the talking stage with somebody.
Yeah. Everybody.
It's bad, man.
Yeah.
You gotta still be outside.
Still be outside.
All right. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, because you see what's happening in these airports right now. Ain't no TSA. So people missing their flights. So it's gonna get to a point where, you ain't gonna be able to catch a plane. You ain't gonna be able to fill your tank up. You ain't gonna be able to go as you please, man. This whole shit gonna be on lock, man. Always got that phone. We gonna see this shit, but some of them don't even be paying attention. They be about to get hit by a car. and shit.
Yeah. Some of them died before. A lot of, some died falling off canyons and shit. Yeah.
No awareness. I done almost hit a couple bitches, man.
Yeah.
In my work truck, because they ain't paying attention. Trying to run across the street and shit. Looking at that phone, man.
Yeah, they be driving on the phone, man.
Yeah.
Getting in wrecks. Yeah, I seen a video. This bitch got in a wreck. She was not looking up. She was just staring at the phone, bro.
Dumb as hell.
Staring at the phone. Drove off the road, got in a wreck, and then acted all surprised, like what happened.
Zombies, man. There's people out here, bro.
What you got, bro?
All right. Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, so, hey, we already know how the women gonna be. The men gonna be afraid. Come on, man. Ain't gonna be no Wonder Woman or Woman Kings out here.
Supergirl.
See, reality is the best thing that can happen for this place. Because nobody lives in reality. Everybody got an ego, got an internet ego that travels over to the real world, to where they think that they hot shit, man. You ain't nothing but flesh and bones, man. Especially the woman, you the wicked vessel. The Most High said his tabernacle is with men. You got it, bro.
All right.
They up there again, man. Oh, I knew it. I just heard Jesus. I knew it. They coming out. They coming out.
They trying to that shit in Colombia too. Last time we he recognized me from like years ago. Yeah. He did this. He talked about it.
Oh, boy.
I say, man, let's go, because he like talk. He'll come over and we cut him up so bad. Yeah, bro, his life ain't been the same since. I can tell, like, he'll sit there and look at us like, for real, gone, bro. Like, gone.
Yeah, them guys, they clowns, man, but Jesus Christ.
All right, verse 19.
Yeah.
The man shall have no pity upon his neighbors, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And it said why? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take for literally there to be a famine, or food to be too high for you to afford, for people to really crash out, man. To where people gonna say, fuck it. I know my neighbor got some food, I'm gonna just kill him and take it. I don't give a fuck how long we been cool. You know? And it's gonna be like that, man. Come on, man. We've been neighbors for 15 years, man. We done been to cookouts together, man. We done went out together. Our kids been playing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They ain't gonna care, man.
Yeah, I got something.
Con,
Ezekiel 4:16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. They shall eat bread by weight, and with care. They shall drink water by measure, and with astonishment. That they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away for their iniquity. So this famine coming, man. It's going to break the staff of bread, water. You know what I'm saying? And the only resources is going to be with the middle of the Lord, man.
Yep. Man of the Lord gonna have all the resources.
All of it.
You know? And be able to heal.
It's gonna be wasted. Like, man, we don't need this. Just like,
Oh yeah. Gonna be eating good, drinking good. Scripture says, sing for joy of heart, man.
Yep.
You know? So we coming into some good times. You say what? Yeah. Just to get looked at. Just to get looked at and then be on it and then be on the internet. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Men are just sexual.
Yeah.
Men
For my body.
Yeah, I'm tired of being looking
But
at
they
me.
got a body paid for like.
They complain on the internet. You know?
It's a mental illness.
It really is.
They're on the spectrum. Yeah. Oh yeah. On the spectrum. Yeah. I know it's stank.
We get second Ezra 16, started verse 17. You got it?
Busted back.
Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days. You know, so Ezra, know what was going to fall in these last days, man. So in these days that we're in, so woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. All right, and we said a woman walked by, she was pregnant. It made me think of the scripture that give something that day. Women that have children. Mainly, you think of like single mothers. All right. So they ain't gonna have no defense, man. Hey, there ain't gonna be no more wigs, no more food stamps, no more benefits, man. All that shit gonna be out the window. And then, if they do still have that, 'cause I read the paperwork, one time I was younger, trying to get food stamps, and in the paper, they literally shows you that eventually it's going to be a device you're going to have to take in order to continue to get these benefits. They have it right there in the pamphlet, man. So for them benefits to roll over, you're going to need that corral, man. So they already got it. This system been set up years ago, man. They been had this in the works, all right? But they had to wait for prophecy to play out and for time to pass by, man. All right, so this not something that out of the wind, like something they just, I know it can fix this, here, the corral, but this implant. Nah, it ain't gonna be like, it's just a genius thought that they came up with. Nah, this shit already been in the works, man. All right, you had, what's that guy, he talked about it years ago, all right, in the interview. All right, yeah, and then, they been had, that image of that RFID, like a grain of rice, that image old as hell.
Yeah, they was putting chips or Z-nuts in bulls in 65 to control their aggression, and they showed that it worked. So they've been, man,
doing it dogs since the 80s.
Damn near a half a century they've been sharpening this. Because nearly they say, we're doing tests and whatnot. Man, they've been doing tests. Man. They're ready. They're ready. With this war going on, they ain't about to have to develop this shit. And AI might be assisting them in perfecting.
Oh, for sure.
They
going off the brother Jerome's point, for real though, when you think about it, it ain't even a well drawn out plan. So you put in radiation inside of a capsule and put it in somebody's skin. That's why that nausea grievous sores don't come. Y'all didn't think about that radiation battling the flesh, right? Come on, man. It wasn't really well thought out for real though. When you think about it, like it's the Lord's plan. Yeah.
Lord having failed everywhere.
We haven't felt everywhere.
Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
So we just witnessing the beginning, man. We ain't even seen it yet. We ain't even really see, the prophecies get really down and dirty as it go in detail in the scriptures, man. It's just the beginning of sorrows, man. With this gas situation, all right, what's going on in what really is West Asia, what they call the Middle East, all right, all this is just a storm brewing, all right, for, chaos, order at chaos. The way these devils think, what they believe, they're going to bring order out of the chaos, man. All right, so they're going to bring this order throughout the whole earth, and then they're going to come in and give that false deception of them bringing and stealing back order. All right, you got the 15-minute cities. All right, and that's a perfect way of what they think. All right, because it's saying Job, soon they begin to feel their belly, the Lord gonna throw it down. So they set up these 15-minute cities. One of the ways where they said in their plan, all right, they set up these smart cities, and they're trying to blame it on or use the cause of global energy crisis. All right, so they already telling you what they're going to use to bring this thing forth. All right, so by way of a global energy crisis, where the main places that's going to harbor energy is the cities, man. All right, and they can go the way of the route of those roads that run off of solar energy. All right, whatever the case may be, they'll be like lay out a whole futuristic plan. Oh, this is the way of the future. This is the way we're gonna help the earth. When does devil ever cared about the earth? All right, he gonna use all these, use all this word salad to persuade you people to go into them 15-minute cities. Well, once you go into them cities, your ass gonna be trapped. Because there's certain brothers, they have dreams that there's gonna be turrets guarding them shit, so it's gonna be ran by AI. So if you don't got that garage, but they gonna kill your ass on sight. All right. If this devil even make it that far, this be like the extent of what he could possibly have. But Lord willing, he don't get that far into it. As soon as he even usher and bring this chip in, this incision in, all right, he don't got much longer, man. So all they have to do is just be offered to the world, man. And it could be a grand opening of it. The Lord can bring that thing down, all right. As soon as it be pushed, offered to everybody, all right. Yep. So, hey, man, but we're just witnessing the beginning of sorrows. All right.
Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, so people ain't even mindful of what's going on. They getting all these warnings, man. The Lord allowed us to speak prophecy into the ears of our people, but they don't take heed, man. Look how many Jakes walked by us today. They didn't even take heed. Even last week, but you already know they play for Duke, man. They weren't gonna bother to stop. But people just caught up in the world on what they got going on. All right, too caught up in their future plans. But they don't understand, man, very soon, man, this future that you're thinking of and holding on to not gonna be here, man. All right? So this thing gonna fuck everything up. This world is not gonna be the same as we know it, man. Mm-hmm. Right now you go to sports games. Who to say that they gonna collapse all this shit? No more sports games, or they'll have certain games and shit, but it's gonna be in them cities. Or if you're not in those cities, or if you don't got that thing to go enter to and fro, or whatever the case may be, your ass ain't gonna be going, man. All right, you know. So the Murph and the land gonna be going, man. All right, enjoying the land, all this bar hopping. All right, going to parties and shit, and hey, and, you know, as they said it, they want the youth, mainly these young college men in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who to say, man, they gonna do away with the whole schooling system, gonna change like the college shit, cause y'all already, all right, owe so much on your loans. Defaulting on your loans, y'all ain't even paying that shit at all. So a lot of this shit gonna have to change up. All right, because a lot of this shit is causing, you know, Babylon to be in debt, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's what.
Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
So yeah, so y'all think victuals get cheap. All right, and some people, they not feeling the inflation. Like maybe a lot of these a lot of people we see walking to and fro. A lot of their incomes is already at a certain limit to where, you know, so what they can throwing an extra few FRNs around, it ain't hurting them for real. All right, some of these people, all right, they make roughly what $100K a year or somewhere around there, got good paying jobs. All right, so they think visuals good cheap, you know. They not feeling the crunch like the poor is. All right, so they don't understand that, you know, with these things, when I say if it even not affecting you, but it's affecting you but not direct. All right, because hey, the people that are being really affected, all right, when that hyperinflation set in, they won't be coming knocking and kick you down your door. All right, you know, so you know they ain't thinking of themselves, you know, they think of themselves to be in good case, man, but evil's about to grow on the earth, man. It's sword, famine, destruction, plagues, pestilences, all these things. All right, you know, I just saw at Walmart here a 55-inch TV. That bitch was under $200. All right, so you might look at that, like, oh shit, that's a deal, man. No, that's a sign that, you know, hey man, you know this shit ain't self, you know, because as times get harder, the main commodity people gonna want is food. All right, you see, food ain't go down, but a lot of these electronics going down.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have got a heavily surplus of it in stock.
Yeah.
All right, it don't really have value like that because they got probably like 500 of them 55-inch TVs in that bitch, man. Ain't nobody buying TVs like that. All right, if they do, you know, some people getting a small little 35-inch, you know what I'm saying? You know, people downgrading a bit, man. All right, to a certain degree. All right, you know, I seen they raised the PS5 Pro to like 900. You know, but hey man, you know, and they already integrating AI with the gaming technology, so everything is just losing everything. It's losing its flavor, man. This AI is fucking everything up, man. Everybody want to play no fake ass AI game. You know, we probably watch, you know, what these kids that watch these animated shows and movies, man. That shit could be AI. All right, you know, fake ass shit, man. You know, everything is turning GMO, man. The food, your entertainment. All right, they doing rehashes and remakes. All right, you know, this place is just going down the journey, man. All right, you got it, bro.
Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, so those, all right, that dwell upon the earth, you know, that famine gonna take a lot of people out, man. All right, and that's by the way of, you know, not a lot of food getting to these stores, or, you know, they might be closing down. All right, so, you know, it's still gonna be food, but it's gonna be a scarcity. You know, it's still gonna be some GMO steaks out here and all this shit, man, 3D printed shit. All right, but all this food that you know, the fresh food, say like, you know, You know, you go to the flea market or the jackalope, whatever you call them. You know how they have the fresh fruits. All right, you ain't gonna be able to get all that, man, because hey, they gonna make it to where it's gonna be hard to come by to get this fresh stuff, this fresh produce, man. All right, because these farms, like bro said, you know, they're trying to act like everything's all good. They're about to take a major hit, man. All right, especially by the way of, you know, these gas prices going up for diesel and all these different things. All right, so man, hey, there ain't gonna be many truckers out here, man. All right. So, you got it, bro. Oh yeah, it says, and those that escape the famine, escape the hunger, the sword will get you, man. All right, let's get Amos it's Amos 5. What's that about flee from the lion?
Yeah, I got it.
Got it.
Oh yeah, you want it right now?
Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 19. I'm gonna start at 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Yeah,
no
so
rest.
Ones you that desire the day of the Lord, who desire the day of the Lord? Well, outwardly, you know, they speak more, you know, with their mouth and not by their actions, these Christians, man. And this average people, this average go-lucky, all right, think that, you know, that everybody have mercy to be saved in this time, be saved by the Lord, man, which who they call Jesus. All right, they the ones that be wanting the day of the Lord more. They think that the Lord, they believe in the rapture. They think, oh, they don't get beamed up. They don't even believe in the church. They think that a beam of light is gonna come from the sky, just take them up. All right, they think they gonna be good in these times and coming in, but them the ones gonna be the main ones bugging the hell out, man. Because when you don't see Jesus the Christ, this fake ass idol y'all believe in, don't come down handing out hugs and lollipops, y'all gonna lose it. Y'all, when y'all understand that this religion, Christianity, was a lie to y'all, y'all gonna bug the hell out. Y'all the main ones that desire the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. All right, the day of the Lord is strictly judgment to the world, man. But that's why we going through right now. All right, so we don't be judged with the world, as the scriptures say. So when y'all see a prophet, so then you shall know that a prophet have been among you. All right, we see the men of the Lord in good case. You know, some may have to be martyrs, but for the most part, man, we know that this it, man. It ain't no coming back to this bitch. it ain't no getting reincarnated and we coming back through a fucking robot test tube, man. Hell no.
Just say affliction shall not rise the second time.
Yeah. So we know, man. Hey, this incarnation we in on this side, man. This is it, man. All right, so yeah, so the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. To be as if you flee from a lion and you met a bear, you know, something much more egregious and aggressive, they mess you up even more. All right, or you fled from the lion, but that snake right there, all right, got you, man. All right, so the hell that's coming, it ain't gonna be no escape. All right, y'all think, you know, and that's the thing with inflation too. Eventually you get accustomed to a little gas like at 350, 360. Soon y'all gonna be like, oh, you know, oh, this is just the way life is right now. All right, but nah, this shit gonna hike up to where you like, damn. You get to a point like, what the hell? Y'all gonna be begging for that Quran. That's how it's gonna be. That's how the devil wants. He wants y'all to beg for it. He wants y'all to come asking for it. All right. At first, he wants y'all, you know, to like, come on, man, give us something that'll give us our comfort back, man. Y'all gonna cry and plead for something, man. And this devil, hey, man, gonna come licking his chops, like, got you. All right, got you. You know, so hey, man. All right, let's get go back to second.
You got when he had read the scripture where it say, many shall perish from
Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Yeah, so they shall cast out his dung and feces, his dookie. Basically, man, you gonna see, you know, it's almost, well, you know, we had the pandemic thing. You know, you had supposedly trying to say bodies were dropping and all that, but you know, people still getting buried. But it went to a point where it's gonna be so bad that, you know, you ain't gonna be able to bury the dead. You can mainly see that through pestilences. You know, it's gonna be something that's gonna be out here so bad, and it's gonna be dropping people out. Not only that, you know, this war that's coming. You know, a lot of bodies about to drop during this war. Yep. You know, that's why I was so fishy, man. Like, why would they? We already know why they raised it to 42, but they gonna raise it higher than that. Because for one, they're not getting enough recruits. The recruit quota is not being matched. Yep. All right, so you know these young Jake don't want to fight for this war. You know, a lot of Jake are people, not even Jake, but a lot of people, men in Babylon gonna be willingly wanting to get locked up. They're like, man, fuck that, go ahead, lock me up. You know, so they're gonna have to force your hand, man. All right, they gonna literally, you know, I speak as a man, they gonna literally kidnap. Like, you literally kidnap your ass.
Grab them out their house and throw them in the van.
Bro, you gonna wake up, man, in a full camouflage suit with an AR in your hand, not knowing what the fuck happened.
With a chip in your hand, so you know that's the first thing they're gonna do.
Yeah, so
Chip them up.
you know, so hey, this war gonna get a lot of hey, the body count gonna really go down. That because like it reminds me of the scripture in Revelation. You know, when I believe it was talking about World War II, I believe. Yeah. One of the world wars, how it was set up the number to kill a certain amount of people. Same with this war, man. This war, and that's what he's done. This is Esau's game, man. All right, this Esau's game. All right, he know that his NWO. This is why they destroyed the Georgia Guidestones. They want the population of the whole world. It's the whole world, right, to be under 500 million. All right, so through this war, so with this war, they can dwindle them numbers almost in an instant, man, if they wanted to. All they gotta do is ship people from all these different countries, mainly these major countries. That's why these major countries won't go in conflict. All right, you know, with this Iranian war, eventually, if it's not on the behalf of whatever happened between Iran, Israel, and America, how this play out, but we know somehow it's going to draw China and Russia in. And those are main two, especially China. They got billions and billions of people. So they're going to do some kind of conflict with this war to where everybody's going to start drafting healthy people. And y'all people going to go there to be cannon missile fodder. All right, all kinds of fodder, man. So this is Esau's way, you know, because Esau think, all right, you know, for an instant, he tried to go against the grain of prophecy, but now he comes to a time, he's like, fuck you. I'm about to forward you, but I'm about to try to rig it on my behalf. But he don't understand that by doing that, he's playing into the hands of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. This is what the Lord, you know, ultimately, the Lord, because the Heavenly Father is omniscient, omnipotent, so he already knew what was going to happen. So all it's doing is just playing out how the Lord has spoken into existence. All right? As the Lord has spoken. All right? So, if anything, everything this devil is doing is right on time. All right, according to the Heavenly Father. All right? So, this devil think he's doing something. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have this war. I'm about to do all this. I'm about to cause strategic famines. I'm about to release these pestilences. Hey, but you play into the hands of the Lord in your downfall. Yep. All right? That means that's how, you know, it's going to dwindle the numbers down, man. You know how the earth, you know, shall be wasted. All right, and the city's going to be cast down, man. So, hey, it's going to be, these cities going to be empty because a lot of these men going to be going to war, and they're going to draft women. So, it's going to be desolate, man. You like, damn, where everybody at? Say if you somewhere, you in a coma and you wake up. You like, damn, where everybody at? You think everybody done fled the country.
Go down to verse 32. Verse 32.
I can bring this up real quick. Yeah, just real quick, because they go into, you know, for the spiritual. They go into what y'all saying. This is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. they shall be done upon the ground.
So it's gonna be all over the world, man. This war gonna be 80,000 casualties behind this war, man. From one end to the earth to the other. I ain't gonna bury you. That's what I'm saying, man. But what the scripture say, when we put y'all in captivity, the main job of you heathens, especially Edomites, gonna be to bury the dead, man. That's gonna ain't no telling how long that's gonna take. All right. Yeah, but can you continue with what you drop down?
Yeah. Verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them?
Yeah, so it's gonna be the land gonna be so barren or so short on people. All right, it's not gonna be enough people. For one, the morale of the people gonna be so low that you ain't gonna even want to work. You ain't gonna want to work these jobs.
That's happening right
The
now.
morale gonna be so fucking low. And then, look, imagine the morale of the people low, and then a shortage of people to work these jobs by the way of this war. So I said, there ain't gonna be nobody to till the ground, to the earth, and to sow it. So you ain't gonna be able to. There ain't gonna be nobody to get the produce and all these different things, and ain't gonna be nobody working these stores like that, stocking these shelves. All right, you said the trees gonna give fruit, but ain't nobody gonna be there to gather and take them up. All right, that's why this double solution gonna be GMO. You can make that shit in the lab and have it drone to your lab. All right, So yeah, man. So hey, this war is gonna take a lot of people out, and this gonna be gradually leading up to the MOT to the B. And you can see how this devil gonna slow walk. All right, okay, you had this war, have billions, millions of people die, fucking up world economies. All right, where nobody gonna be able to work these jobs. All these currencies just gonna plummet, man. And this could take a matter, it could take probably some months. All right, but man, hey, soon it get to the point where they ain't just rob, then we know, okay.
Going on and
Oh my God, and they're going after me.
Sure, hey, how shy about it? All right, no, this is about to get it. All right, you got it, bro.
Yep. Verse 26, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them?
Oh, you say you want to go to verse 32?
Yeah.
All right.
Verse 32, it says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through.
So, like what we say, when a place get left abandoned, like we said, man, it be people that work for the city. All right, they get the weed eater, they spray the cracks and make sure growth don't overgrow the concrete and the buildings and things. All right, well, what's gonna happen when nobody here to do that, man? Hey, it's just people gonna abandon this shit, or it's just gonna look like, damn, what a upkeep. All right, roads still gonna be fucked up, all kinds of craters and holes, potholes all in the road. The infrastructure gonna be fucked up. Just like how Rome went down, man. That shit was fucked up, man. All right, hey, you know how back then they had the aqueducts, man. The way they it's like how they get water from one place to another. All right, but imagine now we have these sewage systems, man. All right, and if these sewage systems, all right, say if it be down for like, I think it can take a matter of 2 or 3 days, your shit gonna be coming up out of the toilet, man. Hey, you have shit coming up out of your sink. All right, say like, hey, if you don't pay your water bill, right, and you get your water cut off, then when it get cut back on, you gotta cut that water on and let it run a bit, cause that shit that's clogged up, you gotta get all that gunk up out that shit. All right, so hey, this place gonna be fucked up. Say people default on their bills, man. Hey, it's over with, man. So yeah, man. It ain't no telling, with this sewage system, hey, it's probably people, down there just grinding this shit up. All right, or somehow they get rid of this shit. But imagine they not working them jobs and not getting that sewer filtered right. That shit gonna come come right back up, man. That's gonna bring disease. See, that's something that women don't think about. These jobs that you know they ain't gonna do, all right, that men do, man. You know, that's what keep, you know, society going, man. You know, these certain jobs, you know, the men that lay these power lines and all this, those are dangerous jobs, man. All right.
Verse 33, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands.
Yep.
Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers.
Yes.
In the war shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yes. So this war and this famine go hand in hand. All these prophecies go hand in hand with one another. They run concurrent. They all offset one another. All right, so hey, through this war, man, you women ain't gonna have no bridegrooms. All right, all right, that's gonna, hey, you know, Wes, you know, we say, you know, we gonna have more than one woman, you know, complete whatever portion of women that was meant for you in that day, Isaiah 4:1, gonna be for you. But you know, at the end of the day, man, we just ain't gonna be taking in any kind of bitch, man. You know, you gotta still be of a certain caliber, man. We ain't just taking anybody. All right, we're not gonna be like an unsexual man. We ain't gonna move like what the brother was talking about, them a deprived man. But oh, come on, just get as much women as you can. Hell no, man. You gotta be patient, man.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, man, because, hey, a woman can become annoying after a while. A woman can, you don't even want to really have a lot of women around you anyway, because that shit, you know, can drive you crazy, man. But, you know, we're going to have it set up in order however the Lord, you know, see fit. All right? But, hey, man, a lot of you women going to be without. Because, for one, it's more women than men. So imagine when that war kick off, when these famines and these pestilence kick off, a lot of men going to die. All right? You don't even got to be in that war to die. All right? But say when all these prophecies and all these things that the Lord said he's going to bring for tribulation, hey, man, you know, it's going to be a lot of women that's going to be looking sad out here. They're going to be left to think about, you know, all what they did here in Babylon. They had their freedom to gather brides, you know, to not respect the men, to do all these things. All right, but look what's going to be their end, man. Their end going to be, they're going to be trying to humble themselves. For some, well, a lot of them are, you know, you still probably going to have some stuck in their way with their pride. They're going to be through. All right, but hey, man, you know, some women going to try to be like, oh, you know, try to be like, oh, I'll submit and no, it's going to be too late. All right, because even with the internet, man, you can see through a woman character and see, oh, they trying to fake the fun. All right, they ain't really gonna be sincere. All right, so let's this morning, we can end off Micah 7:10. All right.
Book of Micah, chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at 9. All right, if I may. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me.
So we're going to bear the indignation of the Lord. But we sinned against the Heavenly Father. We the ones that did wrong, so we will bear his indignation, all right, until he basically, you know, deliver us, man, and redeem us, man. All right? You know, until he plead our cause, man. Because we wait for Yahweh Shai, wait for the Heavenly Father to send our Lord Yahweh Shai down to deliver us, man. All right? So, you know, we understand that, you know, we had, you know, to learn our lesson, man. But we had that time where we learned, man. We want salvation. We want to be delivered from these days, these times, these perilous times we're coming into. Other people don't understand. People talking about, oh, I'm saved. Saved from what? The real test ain't even happened yet, man. How you gonna just say you saved? All right? You got it, bro.
And execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Yeah, so not only women, you know, anybody for that matter, you know, because we've been you know, there was men before us that been preaching this thing longer than us. But we pretty much been in this thing, you know, damn near a decade. You know, we still young men though. All right. You know, our babes, you know, to a degree. All right. But hey man, you know, we been around and seen a lot of things, seen a lot of brothers or men come and go from this thing, went back to the world. All right. You know, so, you know, we had women, you know, telling, you know, what's gonna happen, you know, they didn't believe, they fell by the wayside. But soon they gonna see, man. You know, but they gonna be trotted out like the mire in the streets, man. All right, but the Lord gonna bring us to the light. The Lord gonna have us show forth, you know, through righteousness. All right, the Lord gonna show us, you know, or put us on a level just by being obedient and serving Him. All right, the Lord gonna have us in quick pace. The Lord said His servants shall eat and drink. All right, we're gonna be married in this time. All right, not only we're gonna be married because hey, the kingdom is gonna be nigh in. All right, so now, you know, more than ever, it's high time to wake out of slumber. All right, you still in slumber mode right now, man. Hey, you just through. All right, so that being said, and with that, we're gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
we're gonna give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the rule of Teachwell. Salutations to the hopeful legends out there preaching the truth in all honesty and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. That being said, I'm going to say, Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Wow, Papa.
Wow, Papa. Beautiful, beautiful.